Hello, it's me, Ian Bowman. I'd like to talk some more about modes. Now last time, we talked about some of the bigger questions. What is a scale? What is a mode? When do we use modes? What kind of scales and modes are out there? And today I'd like to talk a little more specifically about one of my favorite scales that I like to call the doubly harmonic minor scale. Now we all remember the regular harmonic minor scale. It's the same as a natural minor or Aeolian minor scale, only with a raised 7. And it sounds like this. This is an F harmonic minor scale. Now in a doubly harmonic minor scale, not only is the 7th raised, but the 4 is also raised. And it sounds like this. Now keep in mind, I'm not sure if this is the actual name for this scale or if there's another scale out there called doubly harmonic minor. I just call it this because it makes sense to me. And one of the cool things about the doubly harmonic minor scale is that it has 2 instances of an augmented second interval within the scale. And an augmented second interval is enharmonically the same as a minor third, but we call it an augmented second because the doubly harmonic minor scale is in fact a diatonic scale, meaning every letter is represented exactly once. And so we have 2 augmented seconds, one between the 3 and the sharp 4, which in this case in F is between the A flat and the B natural. And we have another one between the 6 and the 7, which in F is between the D flat and the E natural. And this gives a lot of interesting melodic shapes when you're using the scale for modal improvisation. Now in Western music, this is typically almost always only used for endings to songs that are in a minor key. Now we all know that classic ending, we've heard it a million times. You know, you could make up 100 different endings using this scale. Both of those endings use every note in the doubly harmonic minor scale. Now, I like to use the scale not just for endings, but also as a means of modal improvisation. For example, when I'm playing with Naughty Professor, I use this scale when I'm soloing over Prune Juice or Three Wise Men. And the sharp 4 in the scale adds a lot of emotional tension, kind of like how the blue note, the sharp 4 in a blues scale functions. Sort of pulls the ear back towards the 5 and adds this kind of dissonance, this unsettling but beautiful dissonance to it. And I really like using the scale for modal improvisation. Now today, I'd like to talk about the 5th mode of this scale. In F doubly harmonic minor, the 5th mode starts on C, and it can best be described as a major scale with a flat 6 and a flat 2. And it sounds like this. This is the 5th mode of F doubly harmonic minor. Now I can think of one song that uses this particular mode for its primary tonic mode. And that is everybody's favorite surf rock song, Miserloo, or Miserloo, or I don't know how you say that word, however you say that word. I don't know if I'm allowed to play that melody for copyright purposes, but if you're not familiar with that name, you should look it up, check that song out. You'll listen to it and you'll be like, oh, okay, it's this song. You know, everybody knows that song. Anyway, right now, I'd like to perform a free improvisation on the 5th mode of F doubly harmonic minor. Now the trick when you're doing modal improvisation on the 5th mode of most scales is it can be really easy to lead the ear back to the 1st mode of the scale that you're using. To lead the ear up a 4th from the root that you're trying to use. So in this case, it can be easy to go from the 5th mode of F doubly harmonic minor back to the 1st mode. For example, you know, if you're doing a free improvisation and you play the wrong thing, it ends up right back in F like this. And you hear when I hit that F, it sounds like we've landed back at home, and now F doubly harmonic minor becomes the new mode that we're using. And so if we want to stay in the fifth mode in C, there are some tricks that we can use to ground the ear in that C as our root note. And so in the fifth mode of F doubly harmonic minor, we're lucky enough to have a natural 5 in the mode, being the G natural. And so one thing that we can do to train the ear to hear that C as the root note is to establish the 1-5 relationship within the mode. And so now I'd like to perform free improvisation in the fifth mode of F doubly harmonic minor. And there it is, the fifth mode of F doubly harmonic minor. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.